My name is Atul Kochhar. I'm chef patron of Kanishka restaurant on Maddox Street. We opened very recently in March of 2019. The menu has been inspired from northeastern part of India. The part of that country borders with China, Burma, Bangladesh, Tibet as well. A part of Tibetan community moved there a long time ago. So you see a beautiful combination of Indian and Tibetan food happening there. So we have picked up all that to portray that on our menu. And we are, I would say, almost fully halal, except the game, because I can't buy halal game, which I would love to, but I'm not being able to. But rest, everything is halal in our restaurant, has always been. I've always worked with those ethos. Our aim is to give London the part of part of India which we haven't seen before. I always like to bring something new to the plate. This part of India grows bamboo shoots, use smoking, fermentation, very little salt, very little sugar, work more with acids. So we are trying to keep our folks healthy. That's my aim. I want to give a really grounded up healthy cuisine which people enjoy on a daily basis rather than one special meal. So that's been my aim when I opened this restaurant, and that's what I'm trying to achieve. So folks, we have teamed up with Feed the Lion, and we would love to welcome you to Kanishka. And to entice you to come in and be with us, we would love to offer a discount of 25% on your food bill from Sunday to Wednesdays. And I'm sure you know the rules. Please follow those rules and please come and eat with us. Lamb shabta is one of the recipes which I'm very proud of because that shows the cross culture happening in that part of the country. The stir fry technique obviously is Chinese, but it came from Tibetan. So they make this particular dish called shabta with lots of chilies, lots of spring onions, lots of peppers, and they make their own fermented chili concoction, which we also use. And the idea of stir frying is to seal the meat very quickly and then mix it with vegetables and then add that fermented chili paste to it. And that's what we exactly do. Chicken tikka pie, it's one of my favorite as well on the menu. And the way this idea came about long ago when I was working in my previous restaurant, I had to present a pie for one of the competitions. So I thought, I'm not going to leave my heritage. I'm not going to do steak and kidney pie. How about chicken tikka masala pie? The nation loves chicken tikka masala. How about me combining that with a pie? And it was for laughs, to be honest. I thought I'll get slapped away and thrown out of that competition. Landed up winning that competition. I can't believe it. And this has been part of my menu for last good 15 years, to be honest. Wherever my restaurants are, I put pies in one form or other. And always the best seller. Soft shell crab, this is one of those ingredients that I can take credit to, that I was the first chef in the UK among Indians to put that on the menu. And I had seen, from our part of the world, we love eating fried food. I followed the principle of pakoda, but I used rice flour instead of plain flour or chickpea flour because I wanted to keep it gluten-free as well. And we gave a beautiful spice makeover, and I needed to add acidity, so I found passion fruit that works incredibly well. Passion fruit, chili and mango, those are the combinations I have used in that, and gave a raw papaya salad to go with that. So I changed that from season to season. Naga scallops is a kind of homage to Nagaland, people of Nagaland. Obviously they don't have scallops, but they cook something similar. So the chili paste is fermented, and the chili sauce is made out of the fermented chili paste. And then I combined it with cauliflower. So I gave textures of cauliflower. It's a cauliflower very simply cooked with turmeric, ginger and salt, and then made into a puree with a little bit of yogurt. And then we pickle the cauliflower with beetroot. So every Indian restaurant is proud of their biryani. So am I. I'm very proud of my biryani, and it goes back to which breed of rice I pick up. Obviously it's basmati, but also picking up right brand, which is consistent, and the right amount of water in there. Quality of lamb is incredibly important. So I always use the prime cuts for making my biryani. Most of the people, they would just pick up lamb, and I'm not accusing anyone, but our attempt is because it's going to be a curry and it's mixed with rice, it'll do, but for me it doesn't do. It has to be real good prime cut. So I always use either the best end or the leg part of the meat, which works incredibly well with biryani. Best end being softer, it cooks very fast, so I have to keep an eye. The days we are using best end, we make sure that it works really well. And the main flavor is encased in the biryani when we put the spices and the saffron water and sandalwood and all that, and put the pastry on top, brush it with egg, put spices and bake it. As the pastry gets baked, that's the perfect sign for us that enough moisture has been taken away. Biryani is perfectly cooked because my meat is almost 3/4 cooked, so is rice, so it's pretty al dente. And once the pastry is cooked, we take it out and we serve it hot on the table, sometimes with fried garlic raita, which is a burani raita, or with pomegranate raita, so depending on what we have in the season. Monkfish is one of those rare fish these days. It's extortionately expensive. In terms of, I think, feel of that, I think it's the perfect meat for pescatarians. It eats so well. And above that, for our kind of cuisine, it takes the spices really well. It takes the heat of tandoor really well. So it's always moist. It looks like it's shrunk and kind of charred from the top, but inside it encases the moisture so well. And that's what we need for our kind of food. And I have paired it with fantastic ingredients, a little bit of potato and the korma sauce going with that, all in Bengali flavors, and it works really well. So Sagolir Mangso is basically, it's a kind of tribal goat curry from Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland and Tripura. That goat curry is very special. I absolutely adore it because I learnt it from a tribesman. So I was in Nagaland and I stayed with them in their house, and they cooked it for me, and I absolutely adored it. Really simple spicing. There's not overdoing anything. Good garlic, good ginger, red chili paste, little bit of tomato paste I have added. That's something which I have not taken from them. I have added tomato paste because I want a little rich red color coming through. And in terms of spices, I've only used turmeric and red chili. So I've kept it extremely simple, but goat has got this beautiful rich flavor of its own, which needs to come out, and that clearly shows. And it's one of the favorite in our restaurant. If you come from any culture, to be honest, the grilled meat is a major part of it. It's a material where which part of the world you come from, and especially if you come from Southeast Asia, if you're from Indian subcontinent. So I really wanted to showcase that we do it in vigor, we do it with love, we do it in a style. So we created this beautiful platter, which we call mixed grill platter. And we have some of the best prawns in the world you can find. We have it on our menu. We marinate again. The chili is there. That's the main ingredient in there. And then we have malai tikka, which is the chicken marinated with cream and cheese and ginger and chili. The sheikh kebab, which is fantastic. I think we make one of the best sheikh kebabs. There's one favorite restaurant of mine. I'll not take the name, but I think their sheikh kebab is better than mine. But this one, I think I'm very proud of what I make. But we follow the classic procedure of using lamb fat into it to give right kind of richness. And then we use sea bass. Sea bass in prime in season at the moment. And I've done really nothing to sea bass. I've just dipped it into a green paste, which is kind of mint, mango and tamarind and onion mixed together, and made a beautiful chutney out of it. Dip that and just we grill it. So really simple flavors, but I always let the main ingredients shine through, the flavor comes through. So whenever you will eat this mixed grill, you are assured of fantastic flavors, but we will never mask the natural flavor of the ingredient. So bamboo shoot, the Mizoram bamboo shoot and mushrooms. So Mizoram is a part of Northeast India. It's a state, and they grow lots and lots of bamboo. But I also liked what they had in wild mushroom, the things they could pick up from the wild. Bamboo gives a beautiful body to it. Mushroom gives that umami flavor which comes through. And I have added only very little spice, and it's turmeric, cumin and garlic. That's all I have. So this particular dessert, which I call love, and love for the community, and love for humanity, love for us, love for everyone around this world. Love for children. Yogurt is one of my favorite ingredients because it has acid, it has the nutrients which children need, our bodies need, definitely. And fruits is another favorite ingredient of mine. So I looked around and I thought, what's available now, what's coming up in season, what I can use. So I made this dessert with, I call it aam and anjeer, aam or anjeer. So mangoes, which are amazing at the moment, and lucky that we are getting it from different parts of the Indian subcontinent. My favorite at the moment is Sundari, which is coming from Pakistan. But I love mangoes from anywhere from Southeast Asia. That's my contribution to the Bakrid, and also to reach out to friends and family and say, please come and eat with us. I'm looking forward to see you all.
That's why I'm doing peanut butter parfait. We have to caramelize this banana. The kheer is normal recipe, like a normal kheer we are making at home.